counting sheep, and I'm just going to play with some beads tonight, some stone beads, and some pearls, and some culture pearls. And I thought I would just play with my pillow first, this texture, this whole couch. I've got a quilt over it now. My sister made this quilt. I love this quilt. And I keep it on top of the couch because I always want to keep the couch in. I'm one of those who wants to keep the couch in good condition, and I like to sit and eat at the couch sometimes, so to keep myself from ruining the couch, I keep it covered. And then I take it off if I have company. It's fun to have my son growing up because now he gets it. But so many things that he used to tease me about when he was little, such as pillows. Why do I need so many pillows? And he got a couch recently and went out and bought a bunch of different pillows. He just went to the thrift store, which is what I tend to do too. But I thought it was funny that he suddenly was caring about pillows. And then what was the other thing recently that just taking care of things. He got a new car. He's that age where he's got a job and he can afford it, and so he got himself a new car. And he used to make fun of me for being so uptight about keeping the car clean. And now he's not as intense as I am, but he keeps his car clean. Now he understands why you care if somebody puts, some dirty thing up that's going to scratch up the dashboard or whatever. He's very aware now, so it's kind of fun. Okay, so this is my pillow, and I've got on some spring colors. I got this actually at the thrift store. I love this sweater. I love the color. It's bright and cheery, and I'm ready for that. So I have a lot of black beads, it seems. Let's see, I already did these. Maybe I haven't done these. I started this video earlier, and then I forgot to do the clap where I spike it so I could match the sound to the video. So I guess I haven't talked about them yet to you guys. We're probably at about 10,000 subscribers, so good for all of us. And I kind of have gotten to a point where I like the community smaller, so I'm kind of okay with it. I used to wonder if I was ever going to get enough equipment and get a better, a good enough setup to build. And then I realized that's not what I'm really doing, so it's all good. And I'm just so grateful for you guys. I appreciate the comments and the support and just the kindness that you all show. And this new camera I will get better at over time, but this is thanks to donations from Luis. So I won't say much more about that because I don't want anyone to ever feel obligated. But I do want to express gratitude for that because I'm kind of excited about this camera. It's used, and it's a Panasonic Lumix. I think it's called a Z300 or a 2Z300. It's been around a while, and I'm just really grateful to have it. So there you go. And it's supposed to have decent sound built into the camera, but we'll see. I'll try a little bit of both and see what happens. So those were black obsidian, and I bought this strand for therapeutic stone purposes. You can look up what black obsidian does if you want to. But I've got a couple strands here and I've broken them. I just can't keep them from breaking, which is such a bummer. So they say if the necklaces break on you, then you've done your work with those stones. And that's kind of a fun thought. I tend to think that everything has a vibration to it, if there's anything to the string theory. So stones, each crystals and stones and pretty much everything has its own vibration. So when it comes to therapeutic stones, the way I look at it is that you try to find that vibration that kind of works with your own, and that they each have their unique quality, and there are some that maybe are more beneficial for you to work with your energy, and some that are not. But even if you're not into that, which I'm sure many of you are not, it's just fun to see the different colors. So this was an old strand that belonged to my mother. And the end of it, did it break off? Oh no, it does still work. I don't wear this. I need to wear this. I find that these heavier beads and pearls and stones, my neck is really sensitive and it starts to ache at the end of the day, so I kind of have to be selective about what I wear when I wear it. So I'll just play with these, and I sure hope that you can hear some of those sounds. I've got the mic on this side, so I'll maybe play with that a little bit there. I did a little journey with you guys earlier, and it just didn't work. I didn't like it, so that one won't go up, but I will still play with. I was doing a journey from winter into spring, just a little walking meditation kind of thing, and who knows, we'll see if I have the energy and time at the end of this video. Maybe I'll throw that in. I love the sound of beads. All right. This next one belonged to my mother. And I don't know what it is, whether it's onyx or tourmaline, but it's pretty and it's heavy. I can't wear it. And if you can see, I'll hold it up. There are little, gee, I feel like it's not bright enough in here. I'm gonna have to get more light. I'll get up in a minute and see if I can play with that a little bit. But you can see on each side of this oblong stone, there is a lighter stone, like a gray, and I don't know if that's a hematite. I can't tell if it has that shiny quality to it. It doesn't seem like it is, but I wonder what kind of stones they are. My mother passed away about 10 years ago, so I cannot ask her. This is, I want to say this was, I can't remember if this one was red jasper. I think it's just a brown jasper. Oh, this is leopard jasper, I think. Gosh, I can't remember. This is one of the ones I didn't break. It is a therapeutic stone, and if I can remember, I will do a link to the company that sells these stones. I was really into this probably about 10 or 15 years ago, and I just haven't done that. It gets to be a little too expensive, but I really do love them. The one I miss, the stone that I just really feel I respond to, is carnelian. I had a carnelian necklace that was just stones, and they're not that expensive. But I lost it, and I've never gotten another one for some reason. Anyway, I'll just play with that a little bit. Okay, so there's that. This next one is cultured pearls. And I remember when my mother got this, she just wanted a little simple one. And I'll hold it up so you can see it closer. It's got a little bit of a black stone in there and some gold beads, and then some cultured pearls. I don't know exactly how they make those cultured pearls, but I know they're somewhat man-made. I think that I want to smell. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I know. I thought they were partly real and partly not, and that they put some kinds of ingredients inside of an oyster, but that sounds silly as I say it, so I don't know how they make them. I'm sure some of you will know. But that's a pretty simple little strand. I forget I have these. I just don't tend to wear a lot of jewelry, except for I'll wear a stone necklace now and again, but just a simple single stone. Okay, there's that. And then this is this little basket that has some nice textures, and inside it has a few more little trinkets, bits and bobs, as they say, that come from, some of them are from my mother and some of them are things that I've had. I think some of them might even be from my grandmother. Some brooches. I've tucked a lot of those in other places, but I think I have a few in here. We'll find out. It's got a nice texture to it. Last time, with my last video, I was scratching that beaded seashell pillow that I have, and I realized when I was watching the video that I'd scratched off a lot of the nail polish. I must have been scratching a little hard. Okay, so I'll take this off and let's see what's inside. We've got, looks like just some little, oh, this is the, Therapeutic Gemstones. This is the company that many years ago I used to get my Gemisphere is what it's called. On the back you can see Gemisphere, and you can look them up online. Looks like that might be backwards in the camera, but Gemisphere has a really high grade quality stones, therapeutic stones, and you can get on there and look at each type and what benefits they have. This is a part of a necklace that I once had that was all hand made, felted wool, painted and felted, and it had these beautiful flowers. I think I gave it to someone. I think someone first gave it to me and then I gave it to someone. But this one is just a little pin that went with it, and I saved that. It's kind of sweet. It's actually really soft felted wool. Nice texture. Okay, what else do I have in here? Looks like that's just buttons and, I don't know, yeah, just buttons in there. This is an old, I loved this one. It also broke. It looks like I tried to restring it, but I think it wouldn't stay on, but that's just crystal quartz. Crystal quartz is good for all chakras to balance. Looks like I have my little note cards from my stones in here. I did not know I had this. I haven't opened this for a long time. It's got some costume jewelry in there too that would have been my mother's. She would have worn these things in the 70s probably. I hope that's making nice sounds for you in the microphone. It's relaxing. I'll hold that up so you can see it a little better. It's kind of a fun sound, isn't it? Go. And I'll set that aside too. I've got my little stash here that you can see. This one was called Radiant Heart, and I don't remember the different stones that are in it, but it broke, and I wore this one forever, and I loved it. And unfortunately, it broke all over the place. It has, I can see rose quartz, and I just don't know the other ones. I think there's mother of pearl in there. I can't remember what that deep rose colored one is. What kind of stone that is. Looks like this is going to be long enough that I won't do a guided meditation at the end of this one, but I'll make that a separate one. This one I want to do. This is just costume jewelry. This one was not my mother's. I must have gotten this somewhere. Oh, I had a friend who had a bunch of costume jewelry that she was getting rid of, so I took it. I used to be into wearing some pretty crazy things and wear them in my hats and on my clothes, and I still tend to be a little out there, but I'm more conservative than I used to be. Sometimes I have to tone it down a little bit. Okay. I think I've shown this one before. I remember showing this one before. It's a gold, is it called a gold onyx? Got this in Mexico. So beautiful. You can see that really fabulous tone inside of it that kind of comes through, and there's something about that that pulls me in. I love that. Might be a nice little stone to meditate on, huh? Got a little bit of dust on there. It's a nice stone though. Click my little ring against it. It's just beautiful. I can't remember now whether it's gold obsidian or gold onyx. I think it's gold obsidian. I will look that up and put that down in the description below. Okay, we're almost to the end. There's just a couple of earrings that have a nice, here I'll hold those up. They're just cute little metal earrings, but I like them. They're the clip-ons. My mother used to have clip-ons for years until she pierced her ears. And so whenever I see clip-ons, I think of her. These actually are some that I got from that friend. It looks like that one's getting a little worn out. You can see the paint's chipped off. Might be fun to just spray paint that some fun color. This one was my mother's. Oops, sorry. I'll hold that up. It's got nice laciness to it. It's metal. But it's kind of pretty. That would be nice on a hat. It's the side with the pin. See some other stones in here. I can pull those out. That would have been my mother's opal ring. She loved opal. It's just a little big for me, but I sure like it. Alright, last thing out. This reminds me of my mother most of all. She wore this, and it would have been in the 70s when I was little. But it's so different, and I always think I want to wear it, and I can never find anything to wear it with. I don't remember what it was she wore it with, but something. They're giant, and it's not that heavy. If I could just figure out what to wear it with, that would be fun. Okay, I made this kind of long. Well, for me. But I'm glad you came, and hope that this was relaxing. And thanks for spending time with me. And thanks again to Louise for making this new camera possible. And I got it used, and I don't remember who from. I should thank them too, but anyway, happy to have it. And happy to be with you all. So thank you for spending time, and thank you for stopping by. And I hope you have a really great evening. And I will see you again soon. And I will take you on a journey and go from winter into spring, because we're all ready, I'm sure. Okay, good night.